Hello and welcome to the first race of the WOR season. We are here at Spa on PC tier 9, and later on in the video we will move to Jeddah because I couldn't make it to Qatar because I was on vacation, so we missed round 2.
Okay, weather's
but
fine.
we
no
are
rain.
gonna go to round 3 in the second part of this video. So on the first run I made a little mistake. I just went a little bit wide and invalidate my lap, and on the second run on those same tires I hit the curb on the inside.
Okay.
And I spun out a little bit.
Yeah, I touched the curb and spun out. Bruh. There's a fucking bump there. Okay. Oh man.
So on my technically the third run I
P6,
go
that's,
to P6, but
pretty nice for this
I'm
lap.
gonna drop down a little bit. Now coming to my final run, or ending my final run, we have dropped to P10, but can we improve? And we go up to P9.
P9.
And at the end of the session, yeah, we're in P9. We were 1.2 seconds off the lead, which isn't that bad, considering I haven't done no racing line in a while. But yeah, we have 5 red lights and we are out. I get a decent start on the mediums. I brake pretty early just to be cautious, and we are 3 wide with the Alpine and the AlphaTauri at first.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess
Bro.
the Alpine didn't really see me there, and there was a Mercedes looking for a move there, but he decided against that.
Ended the race there.
Now there's a couple of cars gone off there, made contact, and I've tried to go for a move on the inside, but yeah, I got spun out and hit as well. Later that lap, we get a safety car. And coming to the end of the safety car, we make a small mistake. We make contact with the Alfa Romeo behind us, and we both get a penalty for that. But sadly, we can't appeal this penalty because we still have to pit, and that's gonna force us to serve this penalty.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Ah, fuck. I missed my braking point.
And now on lap 6, I'm making my way through the field again, back to the top, and we pass our teammate with the help of DRS. Now lap 7, I'm gonna try to get past the McLaren on the soft tires.
Sure. Go for the move here.
And we lock both fronts and rears, and get a little bit of oversteer again.
I broke too late.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.8 seconds.
Here again.
And we broke late here again. And now on lap 11, I get past the AlphaTauri of this Portuguese guy. And now the next lap he gets past me again on the straight with the help of DRS. So I'm gonna try to go for the same move again that I did on the last lap.
Okay, we've lost a position.
And I want to pit this lap as well. So my tires are pretty worn now. We don't really gonna go over 50% wear.
Yeah, he's running. Okay, that was my bad. Oh, okay.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're okay.
Alright.
So yeah, that wasn't the greatest result. We have a whole 0 points to our name, and we are at round 3 now. So we have to get some points now. So I decided against using the webcam for this race because I was feeling pretty demotivated for driving. I figured that I would just record for any incidents I should get into. I didn't have a lot of confidence coming into Jeddah at all because in practice I was constantly making mistakes, spinning constantly, and that just ruined my confidence. Now let's get into the lap. This lap so far hasn't been good at all. Sector 1 was just horrible. Now I just hit the wall, but I'm still gonna finish this lap because I want a banker. I also have the Race Lab apps telemetry widget, so you guys can see what my actual inputs are. Here I scrub off a bit too much speed. I could have taken that corner a lot faster, but on the plus side I hit the apex, so that doesn't happen a lot on this lap at least. And coming over the line is going to be P3 for now, 128.9. Now starting our second hot lap. We are already up a tenth and a half, almost 2 tenths by now. And hit the apex perfectly there, but scrub off a bit too much speed again. And here I broke a bit too late and had to take the a sharper line than I wanted to. And here I lock up and go a bit wide, but I still gain a lot of time because of my previous lap was so horrible. And Velox is out of the session. I guess he crashed somewhere. And here I brake a bit too early and lose a tenth or so. And at the end it's gonna be just under a 6/10 improvement. Now onto our final lap, but I screw up right in the first corner, so I decided to back off and try again on the next lap. I fueled enough for 2 runs because I was expecting to make a mistake like this. This time I used the whole inside curb and gain half a tenth. And this time I take a bit more speed into this corner there. I missed the apex a little bit here and lose a little bit of time. But by now I am starting to gain a lot more confidence than I had just before the session started. Scrub off a bit too much speed here again, but I still gain a lot because the last lap wasn't that good either. Now we are up 7 tenths going into the final sector, and the game says it's a purple sector 2, but I don't really believe it. Now coming to the final corner. And I lose a little bit of time here. Could have broken a little bit later. It's gonna be a 7/10 improvement, and it's gonna put us P3, but the Alfa Romeo beats us. And let's see what the Williams can do. And he beats us as well. Now the last car on the track is the Red Bull, and he improves to P7, so we qualified P5 for the race. Yeah, just a second behind the leader, which is actually pretty good, better than my spa lap. Alright, so for the race strategy, I am going to go for a hard to medium strategy. I want to have that good medium tire at the end of the race. And for the fuel, I decide not to underfuel a lot, just because I didn't want to fuel save. But now we are starting the race. We have 5 red lights and we are out, and the Red Bull ahead of me doesn't get a good start at all, and that gets me to pass him and Yao as well. And now we're side by side with Yao. He still sticks it in. Even at this corner I go a bit wide, I brake a bit too late. Just trying to really room for him, and we make a little bit of contact here. And I stay ahead, and there's a virtual safety car called out. And now the virtual safety car is coming to an end. We are 1.8 seconds behind the leaders, and Yao Santos is right behind me, and this is the same guy that I made contact in Spa with. So I just let him pass me, just try to follow him. He's on a softer set of tires, so there's no point in finding him. And he'll go wide here again. I'm just not sure about the braking points on this track. I'm just going with my gut feeling, and there's another virtual safety car called out on lap 3. And now the virtual safety car is coming to an end. And it ends at a very bad time. We had to scrub off some speed to avoid getting a drive-through penalty, which lets the cars behind us get a little bit closer to us. And I brake way too late here. I was worried that I would lose DRS, but I actually got it because the detection zone is just on the apex. And I mess up here as well. I brake too late here as well, but we are still keeping up with the AlphaTauri. And now he makes a pretty big mistake. He gets bottom out over the curb and has to go wide, so I decide to overtake him here. And he hits me in the rear, so I have to go off track. And the Williams behind us is close to us again. Now coming to lap 5, I am, or the end of lap 5, I am still ahead of the AlphaTauri. But he is gonna try to go for the overtake on me. And there's a collision up in the front. The Williams of Tyrese and the Alfa Romeo of Sound Division made contact, and looks like Sound Division has some damage from that as well, because I am gaining a lot to him now. Actually, don't go deep into this corner for once. And I am really close to him now, so I'm definitely sure he has some damage. And I try to go up on the inside, he squeezes me a lot, but I get past. So I just hope that the AlphaTauri doesn't get passed so easily. And I didn't get DRS for this section. But Yo still gets past the Alfa Romeo.
Okay, let's see if we can catch the car ahead. Gap currently 5 seconds.
And now
Leading up to
he the
by
AlphaTauri hits me again.
seconds.
And now coming to the end of lap 8, the AlphaTauri got overtaken by the Red Bull and the Williams. Now Tyrese Danny gets past me again. He made contact with the Alfa Romeo before, so he has a lot more pace than I do, so I will try to keep up with him, but it's gonna be hard with the amount of mistakes I make. I have to use ERS to just keep up with them. And I go deep into this corner yet again. I'm not really sure about the braking point, so I'm just braking where I feel like it's right. But yeah, that corner is not good for me at all. And now here again I have a small lockup, but I still have DRS, so I'm just gonna dump my whole ERS to just keep in his DRS zone. I go a little bit deep here, but not that bad. And G Smooth TV has a pretty good gap to us right now. We're not really gaining that much to him. And I get my first warning of the race. And yeah, I get a little bit of oversteer, almost go into the walls, so yeah, I have to cut the track a little bit to not lose that much time. Yeah, our tires are at 32% now, so they've had their first performance drop off. And now lap 12, there's a safety car called out, so I am going to pit for a new set of mediums. And there's a lapped Haas behind us as well, so he is going to unlap himself now. Now, coming to the end of the safety car, I haven't worn my tires at all up to this point because I wanted to keep the wear down as much as possible.
The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Just trying to warm up the tires as much before we go. And the Mercedes goes instantly after the corner. I try to spot my braking point.
Not looking to push for a safety car right now, just be careful.
Yes, right now I'm just trying to keep up with them because I know they have a lot more pace than I do. And a virtual safety car gets called out because there was an incident behind us again. And that gets upgraded to a actual safety car. So we have 2 safety cars in a row. Now coming to the end of the second safety car. I really should have underfueled a lot more. I didn't really know if we were gonna get that many safety cars. And now I start to warm up the tires, and you can see on the telemetry app that the game just cuts out the throttle for like a second. Just the most annoying feature in this game. Like I don't get why the game does that. And now I thought that he was gonna go right after the corner like he did before, but he waits and goes now, and the Williams ahead of me doesn't get that good of a start, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get a move on him, but I brake way too late and put myself on the defensive from the cars behind. And Bibin and Yao are on softer sets of tires as well, so they are a pretty big threat to me. And G-Smooth goes off the track like the AlphaTauri did before. He just bottomed out over the curb, so he had to go wide. And loses the lead to Tyrese. And right now I'm not really thinking about going for the overtakes, I'm just thinking about keeping up with them, even on the softer set of tires. And Tyrese puts in the fastest lap. It's a whole second faster than mine. And I go a little bit deep here as well, really compromise my exit and just drop out of the DRS zone. On lap 21 I've gotten back close, but I still don't have DRS, and DRS gets enabled, and G-Smooth gets a 3-second penalty. So I just need to keep in his penalty zone. I kind of hoping that he and the Williams are gonna fight a bit, so I can keep up with them. But right now it seems like the Williams is just driving away. And now I actually get back into the DRS zone. We have almost 3 laps to go, so I'm hoping that they're gonna fight a lot and I can keep up with them, just stick in their DRS. And I make a small mistake here, I downshift a bit and I hit the inside wall, which isn't pretty good. My sector 1 is pretty bad on this track without the racing line, to be honest. But I get a pretty good exit out of this corner, just keeping up with them still. We have only a couple laps to go, so I'm hoping that I can stick with them. But I didn't get DRS this time, and I think it's gonna be difficult to get back in the DRS zone. I don't have any ERS really left anymore, but the good news is that I've broken away from the cars behind as well. So yeah, looks like it's going to be P3 for me if I can't get that 5/10 down, and I don't really have any ERS left anymore. 4/10, and yeah, didn't have enough pace to get that P2 finish, but P3 from a DNF is still very, very good. And yeah, here are the driver standings, and here are the constructor standings as well. I really hope that you guys liked the video, and if you want more of this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one.